What's up guys, JT Postman here, and in this video I want to talk about the news that was leaked yesterday about Call of Duty Black Ops 3, and that was the first DLC map pack called Awakening. And as you guys can see on your screen, the 5 new maps, the 4 multiplayer maps, and the Zombies map. So for multiplayer we have Skyjacked, Rise, Splash, and Gauntlet, and for Zombies we have Der Eisendrachen, translating in German to the Iron Dragon. And all of these maps look great to me. I don't play a lot of multiplayer in Black Ops 3. I'm mainly focused on the zombies, as you guys know. But the multiplayer maps do look very cool. Looking at the first one, Skyjacked, basically a remake of the Black Ops 2 multiplayer map, Hijacked. Except this time you're not in a boat, you're on a ship, which looks very cool. The second one, Rise, I really like how this map looks, with the snow coming down. I like all snowy maps, whether it's a multiplayer map or a Zombies map. I love, snow environments, and that's also what we got in Zombies, but we'll get to that later. And I love how well lit it is. I love the nighttime, lights. It just looks really, really cool. I like how that map looks. And then up next we have Splash. Basically it looks like a water park. You're going and fighting on it. It reminds me a lot of the Black Ops 2 map Grind, the skate park. Just because, they're both parks, and I can imagine this map being very close quarters, and very open, not a lot of places to hide, a lot of curved, a lot of, I don't know what you call it, just curved edges, not a lot of space to, to hide or run around. It's just basically straightforward, kind of like a Nuketown Grind, Hijack style, nice close quarters and in your face. Maybe it's not, maybe it's, like Dorney Park or something, maybe it's huge, I don't know, but I don't know, it just looks really cool to me. We haven't really had anything like that in multiplayer before, and that's what I love about Treyarch. They seem to innovate so much more to their games, so many new things, in, just with modes, with zombies, and the new free run mode, that's pretty fun to do, and then just the maps themselves, just basic thing like a water park, that's so cool, that's such a cool thought, for a multiplayer map, a water park. But yeah, so up next we have Gauntlet, another great idea. This looks like, you see on the left, it's kind of like a jungle, and then in the middle is kind of like an icy, tundra kind of area, and then the right you kind of have like a city, looking area. So you've got 3 different environments all in one. So is this going to be kind of like a Black Ops 2 studio type map, the firing range remake? Is this going to be kind of like a thing where as you go throughout the map, it's different environments, different settings, basically? I think that'd be really cool. I can imagine it being drawn up in like 3, maybe even 4, areas. The map basically be like a square, and it's split into 4 areas, and there's a line obviously dividing each environment, and you go into the jungle, and then you come out of the jungle, and you're in the tundra, you're in the snow. I just think that's a really cool idea. Again, and then we get to the zombies, and this looks insane. I love snowy, maps like this. It just looks great. And this map, it definitely looks better to me than Origins or Call of the Dead, the past 2 snowy maps that we've gotten in Zombies. And I know that's a lot to say just based on a picture, but this just looks insane. I love the castle aspect of it. And it reminds me a lot of, Mob of the Dead, for a couple of reasons. First of all, because of the alone, factor, the kind of like the fear factor. I always say the number one thing I want in a Zombies map, the number one thing I look for is the atmosphere, and then, things such as bosses and little things like that. But mainly it's the atmosphere that gets me. The World at War maps had great atmosphere. Black Ops 1, a couple of the maps had a good atmosphere, but, Keynote to Toten had a great atmosphere. 5 had a great atmosphere, but then there were maps like Call of the Dead or Ascension where it's just like, not a great vibe there. Black Ops 2 had a couple of maps like that. Buried had a great atmosphere. I always call it Alcatraz. Mob of the Dead had a great atmosphere. This map, I can see it having a great atmosphere. It just looks... It looks insane. And also the verticality to it as well. I could just imagine you climbing, up the towers and, basically going up the scale of this mountain and of this castle it just looks insane. You know, maybe there's a gondola that you can go up the side, or maybe it's just a lot of stairs. And that's another reason why it reminds me of Mob of the Dead. You guys know the staircase, that spiral staircase that you go down, and then you go down another couple set of staircases, and then you end up down at the docks, and then you can either take the stairs back up or the gondola back up. That's what it reminds me of. You know, I can just imagine a lot of scaling of the mountain or of the castles in this map. You know, maybe you guys can see to the left there where there's that little tower. Maybe you can train in that little spot there. Maybe a couple little training spots, but mainly a lot of, you know, running around up and down the mountain, basically. But yeah, so those are the 5 maps. You know, I'm seeing a lot of a snow theme here, basically. You know, you've got a remake map in there, and 3 out of the 5 maps have some kind of snowy atmosphere to them, snowy environment, so that's pretty cool. I'm very psyched for these maps, even the multiplayer maps. I think I'll give a try. But the zombies map, I mean, it's very early to be talking about DLC. Obviously, normally the first DLCs, you know, the first maps don't come out until the end of January. So obviously, you know, that's another, you know, almost 2 months until it actually comes out. But it's just cool that we got some images here, something to look at, because honestly, this game has, it really does have that replayability factor, because, you know, this game's been out for over a month now, and I'm still enjoying it like it's just come out. You know, I'm still enjoying progressing through zombies, going through the ranks, and it's still fun to play. You know, even multiplayer, you know, people seem to really like that. It's a great game, and, you know, I'm not even bored with the 2 zombies maps yet. There's only 2 zombies maps, and I'm not even bored with them yet. Black Ops 2 had, what, 4 different, like, maps that you could play on at the start. You know, it had transit, bus depot, farm, and town. And I mean, that got boring pretty quick. But this just looks insane, these maps. And just to think that I'm not even bored with the 2 maps we have yet, to just add another one, I just can't wait. I can't wait to get more zombies content. It's going to be so much fun. I can't wait to you know, on day 1 make a ton of videos with the new DLC and get that up for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and leave a comment of what you think of the map pack, and I'll see you in the next video.